Students, today we will start a new conservatism after 1815 in Europe. In this topic, we will discuss the meaning and features of conservatism. You may think, why should we discuss conservatism? It is because after 1815, many countries in Europe they formed a new government which was called conservatism. Now let us understand what is the meaning of conservatism. Conservatism is a political philosophy that stresses the importance of tradition and preferred gradual development to quick change. The meaning of this conservatism is they preferred the traditional way of government, that is monarchical government. At the same time, they also adopted some of the changes that will be gradual. Now let us understand the features of conservatism. Conservatives believed in established traditional institutions of state and society, which included the monarchy, the church, social hierarchies, property and family that should be preserved. The traditional institutions they believe did not mean that they did not propose a return to the society of pre-revolutionary days, that is the monarchy system which prevailed before 1789. Of course, they adopted a modernization that would strengthen the traditional institutions like monarchy. They also accepted the change which would make the state power more effective and strong. They adopted some of the changes introduced by Napoleon, which were a modern army, an efficient bureaucracy, a dynamic economy that strengthened the autocratic monarchies of Europe. These are the features of new conservatism after 1815 in Europe. Students, we have already learned in the first session that Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815 by the European powers which included countries like Russia, Prussia, Austria and Britain. Now, after the defeat of Napoleon in 1815, the European powers came together at Vienna to make settlement in Europe, that is called the Treaty of Vienna of 1815. The Treaty of Vienna of 1815 was hosted by Austrian Chancellor Duke Metternich. Now let us understand what were the objectives of Treaty of Vienna of 1815. The first objective was the Bourbon dynasty, which had been deposed during French Revolution, was restored to power. The second one was France lost the territories it had annexed under Napoleon. The third one is a series of states were set up on the boundaries of France to prevent French expansion in future. The next one is the Kingdom of the Netherlands, which included Belgium, was set up. Prussia was given importance, new territories on its western frontiers. German Confederation of 39 states that had been set up by Napoleon was left untouched. It was also aim of the Treaty of Vienna was to restore monarchy system and to create a new conservative order in Europe. These were the objectives of Treaty of Vienna of 1850. Now let us understand what were the kinds of conservative regimes or the government, or what were the attitudes of conservatives after 1815 in Europe. Conservatives did not tolerate criticism and dissent or disagreement from the people. They sought to curb activities that questioned the legitimacy of autocratic government. They even imposed censorship, so the people could not even criticize the government, they could not question the legitimacy of the government, and even they imposed censorship, which made some people of Europe against them. The people who turned against conservatives were called revolutionaries, and the members of revolutionaries were the middle class people about whom we learned in the second section. The ideology of middle class was to create liberal nationalism or liberalism. Now the main idea of or main aim of revolutionaries in Europe after 1815 was to remove conservatives and to establish their ideology of government, that was to create nation state. Now students, let us understand the spread of revolutionary ideas in Europe after 1815. They established many secret societies to train revolutionaries and spread their ideas. The revolutionaries opposed monarchical form of government that was established after the Treaty of Vienna Congress. They also fought for liberty and freedom, and finally they want to create a new state, that is nation state. Among the revolutionaries, the important or the prominent person was Giuseppe Mazzini. Now let us understand who was Giuseppe Mazzini and what was his ideas. He was born in Genova in 1807. He was the member of secret society of Carbonari. In 1831, he was sent into exile for attempting a revolution in Liguria. He established two secret societies. One is Young Italy in Marseilles and second one is Young Europe in Bern. The idea of Mazzini was that he believed God had intended nation to be the natural units of mankind. So Italy could not continue the patchwork of states and the kingdom. So Italy had to be forged into single unified republic, that is the unification of Italy, which will be possible on the basis of Italian liberty. Taking inspiration from Mazzini, secret societies were made in other countries of Europe, that was in Germany, France, Switzerland and Poland. And in fact, Mazzini was a dangerous figure for the conservatives in Europe. Now students, let us discuss some of the important questions come under this section. The first question is, define conservatism with its features. And the second question is, explain the objectives of Treaty of Vienna of 1815. The third question is, with example, explain the spread of revolutionary ideas after 1815 in Europe. Now the students, the aim of the revolutionary was to remove conservatism and establish the new idea, that is the ideology of liberalism or nation state in Europe, that was taking place from 1830 onwards. Now we will learn in the coming section that how the revolutionaries remove the conservatives one after another and establishing their ideology of nation state in the coming section. That is all for today. Thank you.